This will be Tundy fly. After a sip of coffee.
Throttle release. Flaps half.
Leave it!
Flaps up.
Oh, no ma'am. None for you. It's amazing how much air a 12-inch prop will push off. Just amazing. It hits me.
12 volts.
So what happened here yesterday, I plugged in my 12-volt source into one of the function sources of the all-in-one cam. I fucking ran out of battery. And luckily I was coming in for, I had a vector there, Victor, and I was coming in on the other side of the lake
11.8 volts.
for a landing and a little glide slope action. I couldn't really see well. I'd had the just a, oh Lord, I gotta turn this friggin' radio off. So anyway, I come in over here and I lost signal. I said, well, I'm over the water. I don't know exactly how high. I was probably about 50 feet or so.
11.7 volts.
And I gave it a gradual down elevator as I reduced throttle, and I pulled my goggles off just in time to see it plonk in for a landing. Unceremonious, but not bad. Let's get away from her because they're gonna friggin' dink me. If they hadn't already.
11.6 volts.
Oh, Muttley. That'll be nice. She'll get a lot of exercise this morning and sleep while we're gone this afternoon. Oh man, a vet, heartbreaking stories. He was a golden retriever guy, and I think his last one got cancer at 9. Oh, just heartbreaking.
11.5 volts.
Met his wife. She's kind of middle-aged hot. Laura. Fixing to give her a book. It isn't that I'm morose. I'm just a pragmatist. And, you know, you get the first third, you're a young man. Your second third, you're middle-aged. You know, last third, you know, our generation, the people born in the 60s, is your golden years. And golden years are as uncertain as anything.
11.4 volts.
And I know what it was. I was watching the Jon Stewart show. Yes, he's a liberal, but I was watching the Jon Stewart show, and he brought a guy in, an author, and he wrote a book called Being Mortal. And Fergie, perhaps you'll appreciate this being in the medical field. Just because we can keep your dumbass alive doesn't mean you perhaps should. It's the truth. You know, we have people going through getting nuked and shit.
11.3 volts.
And the outcome is the same after 18 months. What we find is that if you have glioblastoma, which is a terrible, vigorous brain cancer, the best you're going to get is 18 months. And to be nuked the entire damn time and sick, no. Same thing with pancreatic cancer. The outcome's the same. They're a little better at it now, but the outcome is the same. So why just be comfortable on your way out? You're not going to live. It ain't gonna happen right now. So he speaks about dying with dignity and, more importantly, some semblance of who you are on the way out rather than being sick the entire time due to the cure.
11.2
Heretofore referred to as the cure. So I just caught a whiff of the water. What's interesting is when I was a kid I could smell fresh water. We'd be hiking and you wouldn't know where it was at because Florida's flat. And you could smell the water. At 53, I can't smell the water hardly anymore. Nose is fried from allergies. So
11 volts.
where we're at with this is Being Mortal is the name of the book, and I forget the author's name. He's Indian, East Indian, not Feather Indian. Really good. And then there it kind of discusses too relevance, which is super important. Once you're old, you're still wanting to be relevant, and yeah, we stockpile you in an old folks' home and make it unbelievably safe, and you can't even have a pet, and
11.1 volts.
all you do is veg out with other gorks all day, and it's not so healthy either. And you may not be a gork, you just may be infirmed. So it's a great read. It's not morose, it's talking about your eventuality is what it's doing, and how best to do that. So I paddled out
11.1 volts.
to fetch Tundy because if I got it wet, I didn't want to burn up my ESC, and that was 10-4. In fact, I think I recorded the event as yet another paddle of shame. It's a real pretty song. Not going to be able to get me on this one. It's an instrumental that the only person who enjoys it's me and the guy that wrote it.
11 volts.
Watched Oh Brother, Where Art Thou last night and had a blast. I think it's art in the end. I think that movie is art at its finest, and the dialogue is just amazing. I'm in a tight spot. We're not going to bring this one in dead on.
10.7 volts.
Landing! I don't want to plonk this thing. Get contrast on that tree line.
Volts. Throttle hold.
Well, I didn't know I could do any worse. The upside is the cameras are out of the water. So there you have that. Come on, Tundy. That was unceremonious. Well, let's
11.2 volts.
take the sea wind up again. Seems to be working all right. I'll just put a camera on it. All right, back in a minute.